everybody. This is GreenBean, and welcome back to another late night vlog. Well, it seems that there's a mystery at Florham Park right now in the Jets facility. The magical mystery of the missing Max Mitchell. What is it? What's going on with this team? We don't know. I'll tell you what. If there's any team in the league that just keeps us on our toes, always make sure we got enough excitement going on, it's the New York Jets. So we'll get into this and see what kind of theories we can come up with. I mean, there's a few floating around out there on the Twitterverse and elsewhere. I don't really know what to believe, but we'll talk about it. Before we do, just a few things. One is, if you haven't liked the video yet, do that now. It looks like this. Hit the button. It's good. We have a goal of 10,000 subscribers by December 31st, which is my 2-year anniversary. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be a pal, will you? Go ahead and be a pal. Hit that subscribe button. Help me reach a very lofty plateau that, quite frankly, I never thought I'd even be at. So thank you to everybody who supports the channel, and thank you to all who are considering doing it now. I am grateful. In addition to that, I'd like to remind you this particular video is sponsored by Liquid IV. You like that? See how smooth and seamless? I feel like the ladies from the Price is Right. Remember? This is Liquid IV. And it is a hydration multiplier. You know, you think about these hydration drinks. You go to the gym and you drink this or you drink that. Supposedly, widely regarded as the best is this one right here, Liquid IV. It turned out my wife loves it. Her boss loves it. All these people that I talked to loved it. As soon as I realized that I was going to be sponsored by them, everybody said, oh, I love that stuff. Well, if you love it, or if you're considering a new hydration drink, this one, we can get you 20% off right now by clicking the link in the description and using my promo code GreenBean at checkout. 20% off. They got all kinds of great flavors. This is a acai berry. I don't like that one. I'm a big lemon lime kind of guy, straight up. I've been drinking, that lemon lime since the beginning. I'm simple. So I go with the lemon lime, but there's lots of different choices, passion fruit and all that stuff. So you can get in on it, save yourself 20% by clicking the link and using the promo code. So there you go, Liquid IV, everybody. Now, so we have Max Mitchell. Now, Max Mitchell, as you may know, is our 4th round pick from this year's draft. Joe Douglas decided to use the 2 5th round picks to trade up. One was in, part of the Jermaine Johnson trade, and the other one was part of the Breece Hall trade. So we didn't have any 5th round picks, so the back end of the draft for us was the 4th round. He used his first 4th round pick on Max Mitchell, and the second was on Michael Clemens. And the truth is, we love these guys. Max Mitchell wasn't supposed to play. He's what's considered a developmental prospect. So they wanted to kind of keep him on the back burner for a year, bulk him up, give him a full season in the, an NFL conditioning program, weight room and all that jazz, put on some strength, a little bit of weight, and he'd be ready to go. Well, because of our crazy tackle situation this year with 6 different tackles starting for the Jets this year, Max Mitchell was thrown into duty a little earlier than we thought, and guess what? He looked really good. Not perfect, not where you're thinking, oh my God, we got our guy of the future for sure, but he definitely gave us enough to think, holy macaroni, we got something here in the 4th round if this guy can continue to develop. Well, he got injured a few weeks ago. He was out. Then he came back against the Bears, had his best game of the year, and then he played. He was the starter against the Vikings, and he didn't look as good. He looked a little off, a little bit confused, maybe just kind of, making the wrong assignments, things like that. About 25 plays in offensively, the Jets decided to pull him and use George Fant, who was also coming back from injury. And don't forget, George Fant was our starter at left tackle and right tackle over the last 2 seasons. So, look, having him available is a good move, especially if Max Mitchell is struggling. But here's the rumor. There were people that were at the game that said, When George Fant was put into the starting line, Max Mitchell needed to be calmed down. He didn't handle it well. There were a few guys that needed to kind of, keep him under wraps. He was either mad or sad. He was going off the handle, and they needed to calm him down. Now, I don't know how true that is. I haven't heard that from any reporters or anything like that, but it is out there on Twitter. People are saying I saw this with my own eyes, so maybe that's true. Now, the other interesting thing is if that's true or not, Saleh just kind of came out of nowhere and said he's on a non-football injury list, NFI, and he wasn't going to get into any details. In his words, Saleh said, I'm not going to get into details on this right now. So that doesn't give us much to go on, and it allows for all sorts of theories to come up. Now, in addition, obviously the New York media, they're trying to get information, and they said, they kept asking him questions, and he said, I just know he's out for the year. When asked if it's an injury, he said it wasn't football related. So what is it? Did he fly off the handle and offend everybody? Did he tell Saleh he was gonna choke him out or something like that? You gotta have some repercussions if you do anything like that. So maybe it's that. Saleh did reiterate, again, I'm not going to get into specifics right now because there's a lot of things we're trying to sort out, and for him too. Now that, even though he said he wasn't going to say anything, if he just left it with I'm not going to say anything, then we're kind of, all right, well, maybe it's this, that, or the other thing. When he said that last sentence, even though it doesn't say anything, it says a whole bunch. There's a lot to sort out, leads you to the conclusion that there's more to this than just a simple emotional outburst. There's more to sort out, including for him. So here's another rumor going around that Max Mitchell may have gotten hooked on pain pills during the injury period, and maybe he was even on those pain pills in the Vikings game, and that could lead to why he didn't look so good. And maybe they're trying to figure out how to properly handle that, get him off the meds and the whole thing. Now, look, you guys know I have an addiction background. It's not easy getting off this stuff, especially once you get physically addicted. It's like nothing you've ever done. If you've never been physically addicted to a substance, it's tough. You take it away and your whole body goes haywire, whether it's stomach issues, chills, extreme pain, anxiety, shakes, all kinds of stuff just happens out of nowhere. So if that's the case, it could be very, very difficult. And I think that he should be taken to some sort of program to get past that. Now, that said, we don't know what the hell it is. It could be an outburst. It could be some sort of substance abuse problem. It could just be some sort of behavioral health, like a mental health issue. Maybe he's just kind of crumbling a little bit. Who knows? Maybe he can't handle the spotlight. Whatever it is, it's kind of a bummer. Now, I'm grateful that George Fant is back, and we do still have Mike Remmers, who, don't forget, is a 9-year vet, has played left tackle, right tackle, guard, but he's really a right tackle. So having Mike Remmers on the team as the backup, and I think Saleh even called him the swing tackle, is a pretty good situation to be in, especially where we are right now. The fact that this is like the 7th and 8th tackle now we're talking about, the fact that we're still at George Fant and Mike Remmers, not a bad situation to be in, as opposed to going to practice squads and trying to grab guys and all that jazz. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you think. Have you heard anything? Right now, it's a mystery. When I'm recording this, we have very little information. It's all speculation. And if I've learned anything, speculation is rarely hitting the mark. Fair enough. So let's see what we think. Let's have a discussion. No matter what it is, I hope he's all right, man. There's, obviously the football side of things, but then there's the human side of things. So you hope the guy's okay, no matter what it is. But in addition to that, there's a lot of reason to have hope in Max Mitchell being a part of the long-term plans for the New York Jets. So hopefully he comes back with that. Technically speaking, he can come back for the last game of the year. Whether or not that happens, Saleh did say he's out for the year, so they're probably just going to call it a day. But theoretically, he can come back. after 4 weeks on the bench. So what do you think, guys? Do you have any additional information for us? Let us know in the comments. I'm glad that you're here, and I hope that Max Mitchell's okay. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it. With that all said, have a great night, everybody, and go Jets!